NBC 10's Lucy Bustamante following all the new developments. Lucy, you just heard from the U.S. European Command based in Germany.
That's right, Keith. Their public affairs officer tells me that we have a total of 5,000 U.S. troops positioned in Germany and in Poland, many of them with the 82nd Airborne ready to reposition at a moment's notice. We have learned that NATO will hold an emergency meeting later this morning. World leaders, including President Biden, will discuss the security situation in and around Ukraine. NATO says it is deploying additional forces to the eastern part of the alliance. So just yesterday, President Biden slammed Russian President Vladimir Putin for what he called a premeditated attack. The president promised to make Putin an international pariah, which is a nation considered to be an outcast in the international community. And he also laid out stiff and new sanctions. They include cutting off Russia's largest banks and companies from Western financial markets, restricting exports of technology, and freezing trillions of dollars of assets, including those controlled by Russian elites close to Putin and their families.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
Thousands of more U.S. troops are also headed to Germany and Poland. That activation happened about 3 days ago, but the president says they are there to support NATO allies and will not fight in Ukraine. Now, thousands of Ukrainians are trying to escape that fight. Look at this video. Look how many people are trying to cross the border of Poland. The cars, the trucks, people walking across the border with their suitcases, as you see in this video here. The White House says the U.S. is ready to accept refugees. In fact, just yesterday, I spoke with Pennsylvania Congressman Brendan Boyle, who supports this.
The Ukrainian American community has contributed greatly to the Philadelphia area and to the United States. I'm someone who will be pushing to make sure that the United States does at least its fair share in being a welcoming place for those refugees.
Boyle represents thousands of Ukrainians in his district, and you can see the world is really rallying to support them. Thousands in Russia have even been taking part in protests against their own government's attack. So we're going to have much more on that coming up in the next half hour. For now, live in the newsroom, Lucy Bustamante, NBC 10 News.